Hello everyone and welcome to my new page. I'm Bigolelevi. I created this new channel because I wanted to bring some Pokemon tcgo gameplay, some box openings and code giveaways out on this channel. Today I'm just going to start with some gameplay. I wanted to showcase my favorite deck that I've made so far. By all means, it is not the best deck, but it is my Xerneas and Mega Gardevoir EX deck. This deck consists of 4 Gardevoir EX, 4 Mega Gardevoir EX with the Brilliant Arrow attack, 4 Xerneas with the Geomance attack, and 4 Xerneas Break from Steam Siege. So, we can start off by showing you 2 matches that I have won in the last couple days. I'm only choosing these 2 because, first of all, I won, and 2, it pretty much showcases how the deck is supposed to be played. And let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, let's start off with perfect situation firsthand. My perfect situation is getting an Xerneas with 2 other Pokemon right off the bat. I did not get that this time. I only got 2 Gardevoirs. My Xerneas Break though, which I can use later. But I do have that Tierno card, which I will be using to try and get my Xerneas also. Using that Geomancy ability with 2 other Pokemon on the field means I get maximum amount of energy placed out on the bench every turn. And that is exactly what I want. Mega Gardevoir's Brilliant Arrow does 30 times the amount of energy that is on all of the Pokemon on your side. So if I have 5 energy out, that's 150 damage. So every time I use Geomance ability, that's 60 more damage that Mega Gardevoir could do in the long run. If I can't get the Gardevoir, I have my Xerneas Break, which I can use for its Lifestream attack, which is 20 times the amount of energy on the Pokemon on your side, which is quite useful for me because sometimes there are Pokemon that have abilities where they can't be affected by or damaged by EX Pokemon. Before the Steam Siege came out, I was using a different deck setup, but once that Xerneas Break came out, I really realized that it was going to be the thing I needed to make my deck the way I wanted it to be played. And so here I got my 1 energy out. I didn't get the Xerneas that I needed, but I did get my Mega Gardevoir that I can use for later. I also do have my Fisherman, so if for some reason all my energy goes away, I can still bring it back. Also with that energy retrieval. A lot of the times people see that I'm trying to build up as much energy as possible, and they will Team Flare Grunt the hell out of me, and or they will use other means. So seeing here, I have my Gardevoir Spirit Link. I went ahead and knew I wasn't going to be able to do anything this turn. I'm going to be able to put that energy on my Mega Gardevoir. And I knew next turn I would be able to put another energy on that Pokemon, so I could get an attack off next turn. And it got me out of paralysis, so that's also a plus. Alright, so while I was waiting here, I wanted to just double check if that Articuno was the Find Ice Articuno, if it was a different one. And it was, so once that is out of the way, pretty sure he brings out that Articuno. Professor's Litter, that's always useful. Getting as much energy out there as fast as possible is what I want. Turn 3 Brilliant Arrow, if not earlier, is my main goal. And then every turn after that gets stronger and stronger and stronger. I do have a Fairy Garden in this deck, as I just drew it right here. And I use that for if I have an Xerneas come out the first turn, I have a Gardevoir and maybe another Xerneas or whatever. I only leave 1 energy on that 1 Xerneas that's out there. I want them to think that I'm using him to um, sacrifice him for a prize card so that I can just get as much energy out as possible. But when I get enough energy out there, at least on my Mega Gardevoir, I usually throw out the Fairy Garden and I will switch right away because they think I just want to set up for as long as possible. But really, I just want enough energy to be able to attack and kill whatever they could have. Usually that's around 150 damage. Most EX cards are looking like 170, so it really depends on what they have out there. And Mega Gardevoir has 210 health, so sometimes I'll throw it out there if I have 150, knowing that next turn I can, I can just basically two-hit it. But, so as I was playing this one, I also noticed that he put out that Regice, and that is the one card that I see most of the time that used to trump my deck before I put Xerneas Break in there. His, for 3 energy, does 70, next turn can't be hurt by damage from EX cards. And before, I used to have nothing but just a regular Xerneas and the Rainbow Spear, 3 energy, but you have to get rid of an energy at the end of that attack, and that really is the opposite of what I wanted. Because I want all that energy out there, but now with the life stream, I get to keep all that, and it does the same thing, just a little bit weaker than Gardevoir's Brilliant Arrow. Here that Lapras was using that Errand running, and it seemed like he knew that he really needed to get some energy out there, and it looks like he was trying to build up that Gyarados. He wasn't even trying to build up that Regice. And he used the Team Flare Ground to slow me down, but he didn't know I had the more energy in my hand that I could just use anyway. Lysander, I so many times have underestimated that card, that Regice, and it just, every time I get a chance, I knock it out as soon as possible. I know that Lapras can't affect me, and I know that Gyarados doesn't have enough energy yet. And, yep, see, he's using that Team Flare Grunt. So he knows that I need that energy for successful attacks, so he's gonna try and get it off me. But this deck is just so good for keeping the energy on. I have my max elixirs, which, look at the top 6 cards of your deck, put 1 energy on any of your bench Pokemon, or basic bench Pokemon. I have forgotten that a few times, actually, thinking that it was any Pokemon. And then I would have nothing but my Mega Evolutions or Xerneas Breaks out there, and those aren't basic Pokemon anymore, and I'm like, oh, I totally just messed that up. So, pro tip, don't use Mega Elixir if you don't have any basic Pokemon. Waste of a brilliant card. Alright, so that Lapras got knocked out, and, he brought out that Gyarados. He finally got those 4 energy on there. Right here, I was really praying that it wasn't going to be able to get, 4 heads. I still would have been able to beat him, but I really didn't want to have to take the risk, and knowing that I was going to be able to beat him right here, knock out all of his Pokemon, get all 6 prize cards, victory. That's exactly what I like to see. Now, this wasn't the perfect situation game, but it was good enough, and it did exactly what I wanted to. I want Mega Gardevoir out there. I want energies to be on all my bench Pokemon. I want to be able to do that 210, even higher damage. I've done up to 650 before, and just nothing can withstand it. I don't care if you have Fighting Fury Belt. I want it to be dead. That turn. A lot of people like to Lysander out. That's why I like to have a lot of the Mega Gardevoirs and the Xerneas Breaks. I'm like, go ahead, switch it out. Which one you want? You want, either the 210 damage, or do you want the 140? I mean, do you want to be a 2-shot, or do you want to be 1-shot? It's gonna happen, though. Now, this deck, of course, isn't foolproof. That's happened, but that's what I like to go for. Okay, and with this game, I got my Xerneas. I have another Xerneas. I was really happy with that. I can now use Geomancy, I can start building things up right from the start. I have my Gardevoir Spirit Link, I have a Mega Gardevoir. As soon as I get a Gardevoir, it can start getting ready to start doing that massive damage. That's exactly what I want. I have my Professor's Letter. I can get 2 more energy right on that next turn. I will always have energy whether those Xerneases are die or not. I can start building up those cards with that energy to like make those massive multipliers just skyrocket. Alright, he put out his Scizor EX. Now, I did see a lot of steel cards, and that did have me a little nervous, Fairy being weak to steel. At least my cards are. My Mega Gardevoir, my Gardevoir, Xerneases. Alright, so I used my Mega Elixir. Unfortunately, I didn't have an energy card right on the top 6 card. But I did have Professor's Letter. I would have been able to have had 3 energy played in one turn if that Mega Elixir worked. The one I put on my first Xerneas, there would have been the one from the Mega Elixir and one from the Geomancy. So, I mean, if by the end, if I could get my Fairy Guard and switch out, that's 90 extra damage right there from a Mega Gardevoir, or even with all that energy out and I get an Xerneas break, well then, there you go, there's another 60 damage. So, use my Pokemon Fan Club. That really helps me out when I already have a Xerneas out there. Get as many cards up there, because you never know what's going to happen. You need to have all your backups. Alright, so definitely want to put that on my Gardevoir, because I already have the Mega Gardevoir. Geomancy, getting all those energies out there. I only have 15 Fairy Energy in my deck. When I play against mill decks, I suppose that would be better to have more, seeing how as I'm using Geomancy, there's so much more power I could add out there. But I really haven't run into the problem where I've ever run out of energies. I've run out of cards when I play up against Bunnelby decks with those slow kings, and really those... more power to you. I mean, it works. There are decks that work, but personally, when I go up against them, I just want to rip out my hair. I just want to throw my computer across the room. Just not being able to do anything, it's annoying. But, okay, he still has his Mega Scizor out there. Looks like he's finally going to be able to attack. Big damage, 240. But I knew it was going to happen, so I didn't try and get more energy on that Xerneas. He was my sacrifice. I do have my Fairy Garden. I'm probably going to hold on to that. I don't like throwing it out there. I like it to be a surprise, like, oh, okay. Well, now he's got a different Mega Gardevoir out there, and it's just as strong, but now it's healthy. Alright, so another Mega Gardevoir, the one from Steam Siege. Doesn't have Brilliant Arrow though, so it doesn't fit into my deck, but still love the art of that card. Gardevoir is my favorite Pokemon, and when I tell people that, they think I am a very perverted person, because Gardevoir is the most sexualized Pokemon. You don't even have to put anything besides Gardevoir into a Google search, and you will find stuff that you did not want to see. That is impressive. That is the second Mega Elixir that I've used, and I didn't have energy cards on the top of my deck. Alright, so Gardevoir Spirit Link. Always good to have. So that thing is ready as soon as I can get another Mega Gardevoir. And speak of the devil, there's that Mega Gardevoir. So, we got this Lugia EX. It's going to probably kill this Mega Gardevoir. But, like I said, you gotta make sure you have your backups ready, so I had that other Gardevoir ready for this Mega Evolution. It's already got the Gardevoir Spirit Link, and there we go. Add that Mega Gardevoir. Mega Evolution. Move another energy out there. Why not? Use up all my cards, show them what I got. Brilliant Arrow. And game over. Win for me. Alright, so I'm going to cut it here, everyone. I just want to thank you again for watching this video. It was my very first video. I do have a lot of things planned. I have coming in the mail very soon, I have some code cards I'm going to be giving away on this channel. I'm going to be giving away on my Facebook, my Twitter, and my Instagram. So please follow me on all of those social medias. Leave a comment down in the bottom. Let me know how I did. I know the audio was terrible. I'm pretty sure some of the video was also terrible, but I think I did get that fixed, so that won't be a problem for the next video. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it. Subscribe so you can see the next time to see if I actually did better or did worse. When you tell me in those comments how much I sucked, and if I didn't suck as much the next time, unsubscribe, be like, he's not getting better. Don't even watch him. But once again, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. See you in the next video.